Today we can celebrate a very small victory. Loudoun County Superintendent apologizes, and a board member resigns as backlash over the alleged sexual assault grows. The board member that resigned, let me see here, Beth Bartz, and she was one of the people that was butting heads with a lot of the parents about critical race theory and similar left-wing topics being taught in schools. She says that it's the best decision for her and her family at the time. Uh, I imagine they've been getting a lot of pressure from the entire national community at large. But the superintendent of Loudoun County, let me see here. I don't see his name, but he was the one that originally denied the sexual assaults were happening in the first place, and he issued a public apology. He says it's kind of a ridiculous statement. They need to work on their PR. But he says, sorry that we failed to provide the safe, welcoming, and affirming environment that we aspire to provide. Uh, he told affected students and families, we acknowledge and share in your pain, and we will continue to offer support to help you and your families through the trauma. So his name is Scottziegler. Um, yeah, Scottziegler. So not to be confused with the father that got arrested. That was Scott Smith. So that's why I was getting confused. So Scottziegler is the superintendent. He hasn't resigned, and he says, "Oh, we acknowledge and share in your pain." Absolutely not. Okay, you didn't acknowledge the pain. You tried to hide it. You tried to uh, protect the criminals that were allegedly sexually assaulting people, and apparently it happened more than once in your school district. It's absolutely disgusting. So this image here is of Scott Smith. So that's the father that was arrested. Um, crazy school district. At least there was a small victory. I don't know how consequential Beth Bart's resignation is going to be, but it is a start. People have been trying to get her recalled for some time. So I think that entire superintendent and the entire board should just be fired and investigated immediately. It's absolutely disgusting. Um, Speaking of terrible assaults and the way we react to it, in Philadelphia, some lady was being raped in front of other people, and nobody did anything. This man here, Fiston Nagoy, allegedly raped a woman on the train, and nobody did anything. In fact, they had to wait for the next stop when a bunch of I don't know if it was law enforcement or it was security for the tram system, but that's when the dude was stopped. He was stopped in the act of raping this woman because nobody on the cart did anything. Like they all, I mean, women screaming for help. I imagine, and all this crazy like noises, and he's probably yelling at her, and what nobody does anything. Absolutely disgusting. So we have people hiding sexual assault. We have people not doing anything about sexual assault. The country is falling apart. If innocent bystanders can't assist an innocent victim, then we won't have a country. Like if we don't have the sort of uh, common environment where we see somebody being sexually assaulted and we see ourselves in that person and then we go help that person, we're more afraid of being called a racist for preventing a rape, then there is no United States of America. It absolutely disgusting. Get out of Philadelphia. What a trash city. Um, Last thing I wanted to talk about today. Oh my goodness, that means sorry about that. Last thing I wanted to talk about today was President Biden. So as the world is falling, as our country is falling apart, the world is chanting "Let's go, Brandon." Joe Biden is nowhere to be seen. All he does is dodge questions every single time he gives like a press conference, and not exactly every single time, but most every time he gives some sort of uh, announcement or dialogue is given from the president, he finishes up his statement, immediately turns around and does not take questions. And it's come out that he's only given 10 one-on-one press interviews his entire presidency, which is absolutely absurd. We have a puppet who we don't even know if he's capable of impromptu thought. Okay, this individual, the most powerful president in the world. If I was to say nothing, if you didn't know me at all and you heard me say he doesn't even know how to speak English, you would instantly know I was talking about President Biden. If you heard on the street somebody walking by and all you heard from that person was he doesn't even know how to speak English, you would know they were talking about President Biden, the most powerful human being on the planet. Absolutely crazy that this individual is the president and the supreme, executive authority in the federal government. It's disgusting that this sort of level of mental elder abuse, honestly, it's elder abuse. This individual cannot even talk. I know, like, I struggle with like a lot of stuff on my videos here, as you can see me make a lot of mistakes in the way I talk and the way I phrase sentences. I can pronounce words. Maybe I pronounce things differently than you would, but I'm able to. Everything you hear from me on these videos is an impromptu thought. Um, I don't really rehearse anything ahead of time. I pull up a few stories and then I talk about it. Someday I might become more structured with my videos, but in the meantime, I am doing this impromptu. My thoughts are all, formed in the moment. You don't hear me saying "trooping on but a shot of pressure." We don't even know what that was in reference to this day. We don't say we hold these truths to be self-evident. The thing. He refers to God as the thing when talking about where our liberties come from. Our liberties come from God. That is what the founding fathers said. That's what the Constitution says. That's what our entire government is founded upon, is that we have human rights given to us by the supreme being of the universe and not by government. And now we have a government being run by an individual who is less mentally competent than you or me or anybody you would see on the streets. Because people on the streets can function for 18 hours a day and can speak English. He's avoiding press questions. He's avoiding press interviews. The reason that he avoids press interviews is because first of all, he can't speak, but he also doesn't like the idea of people focusing on things that he doesn't want you to focus on. So a lot of the times presidents, they'll give a speech and then to give the topic extra effect, they'll turn around and they won't give questions. That's in a unique circumstance. For example, if I don't know if this happened or not, but if I was President Trump and al-Baghdadi had just been killed, I would deliver the remarks and then I might turn around and not say anything because, first of all, the information is limited at the time because it just happened. And second of all, it's huge news. So it's going to be in the news cycle for at least the entire next day, let alone the next like 3 days. I guess I can't say a week anymore because our news cycle is so incredibly fast, but that would be news for 3 days minimum. And that would be something that I wouldn't give questions for. But if I'm talking about, I don't know, how it's been, what has it been, like 50 days since Biden has referred to the Americans still in Afghanistan. Yeah, they exist still. They're still left behind. They're being hunted down and tortured. We don't hear about it, but that's happening. That's what he's trying to avoid with his questions. That's why you haven't heard about it. It's because he hasn't taken questions. These people still exist. They're still in Afghanistan. They're still American citizens or American green card holders. And they've been abandoned. We need to stop abandoning victims to the rape of homeless people or the assault and hunt down by, you know, terrorists. This is unsustainable. If we continue to go down this path where we don't help people in need, where we don't loudly proclaim sexual assaults, where we don't help a woman in need as she's being assaulted in the same train cart that we're in, or if we don't ask questions and be accountable for the citizens left behind in Afghanistan, the entire country has become filled with cowards. The cowardice of this modern culture is despicable. It's wrong, and it's unsustainable. Um, and that's what I have for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe for more yelling at our political elites, at our media elites, because they're all terrible, terrible people, and they need to be called out. So I hope you enjoyed this video today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Actually, tomorrow is going to be more of a... I'm probably going to give like a spiritual thought tomorrow because it's Sunday, and I worship Christ on Sunday, so that might be something I choose to do tomorrow, but I still got to think about it. But anyways, I will see you soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.